basically, that's going to record your voice. As the interview goes on, you can answer as honestly as possible. So, without further ado. Right. And if you can, like, clap real quick, just to kind of sync everything together. Perfect. Okay. So, first question. What does theater mean to you?
Theater to me is a way to express yourself and shared experiences and things about the world that are hard to just say in person. It's a way to open up conversations and just build this really big community and family with a lot of different passions and talents who can do pretty much whatever, and it still makes art and makes a really great experience for everyone involved.
Theater to me is not only my work, but it is a large part of my life. I've been involved in theater for years and years. I've spent 4 years here in college, stage managing, acting in shows, being as much as involved in theater as I could. I worked on as a student technician, and then after I graduated, I came back and now work in the box office.
Theater to me is community. It's really what brings everybody together. It doesn't matter what background you come from, where you grew up, where you lived, what you do. You can always enjoy theater, even if it's just going to a show or donating to a local theater. You are still contributing and you are still bringing a lot of art into this world. If you are an actor or if you are a theater technician, you are doing your part and helping out so many communities by having their stories shared while allowing for yourself to have that creative freedom of your own. I first started theater at the Kulkarni Theatre when I was a freshman. I kind of just walked by in the SEC and I noticed that there were auditions out for The Importance of Being Earnest. And I said, yeah, sure, I might as well. I've done theater in high school and I enjoyed it. So I was kind of skeptical at first because I was like, oh, is this like what the cool kids do? Like, should I? But I ended up going for it, and I'm so glad that I did. Everybody that I'm friends with now has been through theater. Everybody is so accepting and so welcoming, and there really is no cool kids on campus anyway. We have our own bonds and we have our own connections, and everybody is just lovely.
My freshman year of college, I was at the involvement fair and I saw the Capitol Players Theater table, and I immediately was like, I need to sign up for Capitol Players and for the fall play, which was going to be Death of a Salesman. And when I went to auditions, I ended up not auditioning, but I did ask to stage manage. So from then on, my freshman year, first show, stage managing, and then moving forward to act, moving forward to find a job as a student theater technician, and then afterwards graduating and working in the box office. I have spent a superfluous amount of time in the theater. I would spend nights here. I would spend every waking hour that I wasn't in class in this space, pretty much working on projects, outside events, arts events, painting sets, practicing monologues, pretty much spending a majority of my time in the theater here.
Do you think our theater program here is diverse?
I think Penn State Harrisburg has the ability and the want to have a very diverse community and crowd in the theater program. Currently, we have a few diverse members. It is not at the state that I think it should be or that we want it to be. I definitely think we have a ton of room to grow, and I really hope that because we are such a diverse campus, we have students from all over the world. It'd be amazing to have all of those different voices, all of those different backgrounds on the stage together. And unfortunately, that hasn't quite happened, but I think we have a lot of room to grow and expand our theater. So at Penn State Harrisburg, our theater program likes to do shows that build conversation. And a lot of our shows so far that I've been here have actually had to do with loss and family. And a lot of our shows have included characters or influence from the LGBTQ plus community. She Kills Monsters, my freshman year, the main character's little sister was dealing with her sexuality. And that was a big theme throughout the play, which was really important for students to see and grasp onto. Mukund was a show done in a time in the COVID pandemic that was just really dark and really scary. And so that was really reaching out to people and just showing that there's hope, but it wasn't a super hopeful show. And then primarily our last show that we did this past fall in 2021 was The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which followed the story of Christopher, who was a boy on the autism spectrum. And through that, we were able to really build this great new part of our theater where we're doing sensory-friendly shows and reaching out to people who are on the spectrum, anybody with disabilities, just to make sure that they feel represented and that the theater is a welcoming place for people of all types and shapes and sizes and no matter where they are on the spectrum.
One of the main goals of the Kulkarni Theatre is to bring people of all communities into our space to share their art and their love of theater. We have the Mukund S Kulkarni Cultural Series, which we bring in professional groups, and then we also really try to incorporate within our plays and our Humanities productions, our winter concerts, all different, and spring concerts with the music program, different kinds of art styles that showcase all different cultures. We also have our technical staff is incredibly diverse this year. We have people from all across the world, honestly, in our tech team this year. So the theater really prides itself in showcasing all different cultures in this space.
The cultural events are absolutely phenomenal. I regret not going to more throughout the years. Unfortunately, due to COVID, that really did hinder me. And just by being a freshman, I didn't have as much opportunity to go out. But the cultural series here at the Kulkarni Theatre is so important. It impacts everybody. If you come and see a Hispanic group perform, you get to know their culture, but also other Hispanics and Latinx individuals can come and say, hey, that is who I am proud of that. And just no matter what you do, it will always have an impact. It will either inform you about other cultures, it will help you learn, it'll help you grow more prideful of yourself. And so no matter what, it's always a good thing. You can never have a bad experience. And that is absolutely what I love about the cultural series.
I've been to a couple of the events held here on campus in the theater. There's been a lot. I know some of my favorite ones have been like the musicians. The Fitzgeralds came one time, which is just a really nice blast of a culture that you're not used to seeing, but it's just really amazing to watch. I went to the Brian Terrell Clark talk, who is a Broadway actor, and it was extremely special and empowering to listen to him talk about his journey from growing up in Baltimore to ending up on Broadway and the struggles he went through in his relationship with his families. it gave me really strong emotions and something to connect to, which I think a lot of students also felt, and it was really amazing.
Do you think that the Kulkarni Theatre lives up to its name?
I would absolutely hope that the Mukund S Kulkarni Theatre would stand up to its name. Dr. Kulkarni was a large supporter and an absolutely important individual at Penn State Harrisburg and has impacted so many lives. And after his passing, it really struck us that we are living up to his memory. And I hope that everything we do would be what Dr. Kulkarni would want. And that is all I can really say about that. I just hope that we live up to his expectation and that we do not let him see us as a failure. Yeah.